Okay everyone, welcome back to my channel codelibrary.net. In the video series, I would like to talk you guys about how to start learning C# for beginners. And in this video, I talk about the fundamental of C# programming language and anyone that interested in .NET platform technologies that use C#. Because C# we should learn in 2025. C# is a modern, high-level modern programming language that used to create any application. And now in modern C# program, you can create application and run cross-platform. C# is a strong type language that be used by Microsoft, and you can create anything such as software, mobile game development, software development, and web development with ASP.NET. And now you can build in ASP.NET and course, and you can build API in ASP.NET that uses C# programming language also for web development. And to get started, you need to install IDE is Visual Studio 2022, or you otherwise you can use Visual Studio codes for your IDE. Now I open Visual Studio 2022 for my IDE. I want to develop my C# code in Visual Studio 2022. Okay, now let's get started. We open Visual Studio 2022. And you can click new project in order to create a project in practice my source code and C# skill. And in here you can choose whether the C# program and C++, F#, JavaScript, and other programming language that you learn. You can practice. And now I click C#, and I should choose Windows. And platform, I should choose firstly we should use a console application, because we need to use practice in console application that run in .NET platform. You can choose here and click next. And you can create new project, and you can see my project, my C# file also. And I can choose my project file here. I can right click and I click new C# project. Okay, and I'll select. Okay, we choose the directories and create a directory for store our project source file. And you can choose .NET framework that as follow. You can see the old version, and now is the release version is .NET framework 8.8 4.8. And after that you can click create. Waiting for platform that create projects templates. Okay, now that you can see this is the directory project has been created, and you can see property reference that store the namespace or libraries that we use in the project, and program is the entry point of a console application. So you can see this directory and the syntax of C# source code, and you can see the parts of about that you can see using system collection is the library or namespace that we use to import in order to call library, class, or any method that we call to use in this project. And you can scan underneath. You can see the namespace, because when we create project, it create the namespace for we call to use another project as a namespace or libraries, and then it contains many classes. The first class is called class program, and contains static void main. Void main is the method that entry point to execute and run the program in this console application. So now firstly, when you know the syntax, is a simple way to run first csharp program. Okay, and firstly we use to talk about basic syntax of csharp. Okay, input and input and output. Okay, firstly syntax input and output, we use console dot write lines, and you can write any string because console is a class that used from system, and write line is the method that it call when we can use when it call console class, and this is a write line. We write these things such as write string to console application. And now you can say console dot read line in order to stop console, and we say console dot read line. Now you can save the source code and we test to run this application. You can click start here. Okay, now you can see this is hello world, and that it appear when we write this program. Okay, this is the first output, is a hello world csharp programming language to the application. And now let's get started about we continue to learn about we learn variable with this data type in csharp includes variable and constant for data type in csharp. This concept is variable is we use to store data, and inside the program variable used as a dynamic because we need data for storing, and we use some way of variable in the program. So in the concept we use to say about how to input data and read data by user, and apply or assign value to user, and write data to application or to console. Now I need to declare some variables such as a string, integers, and the keyword that we can declare with variable to return type, example ID, and we should be string name, and other ways should be string sec. Okay, and another way we should be double salaries. Okay, anything, just only 4 variable because I need 4 data to store the data, to store the value when user input, and we apply the data to variables because variable is used to store data. In this way I will provide the way that the user can read data and provide to the variables. Okay, and now you can create any prompt here. I can create please enter ID. Okay, anything that you can enter your ID, and your ID should be variables ID equal converted to integer 32, and because in csharp we need to when we use to read the console read line, it return data type as a string. So in order to provide and assign data to a variable that data types, we declare data type as an integer to variable. When we read the console, we need to convert to the specific type of the variable that we will assign to. So In this statement, I can say id equal convert to integer 32 console dot readline. Okay. Another way we should be console. I can say console dot readline. Please input enter your name, and I should be read your name, and I should be another prompt for inputs console dot readline, and in this readline section should be please enter your sex, you sex here, male or female. Okay, and you can say sex equal console dot readline. In case of the variable that we will assign to when we declare a string, we not necessary to convert data type to the variable as a string, because when we read is console dot readline it return type as a string. So salary you convert to double console dot readline and salary. Okay, this is after that you can write detail to make output. Okay, we can write like here, and another way is a console dot readline name, and console dot readline write in the string. Okay, and the string here, and id name sex, anything here, and you can sex. Okay, and you can should be salaries also. Okay, please. In this case, in order to format output, you can write traditional C# format string, but I have one way that we call string interpolation. In order to format string, maybe we use the formal in format string, such as we call string interpolation. We use $sign before string instant, and inside the value that we need to embed is we say we call any variable data here. Example, I call id, come here. Another way is a name, and I should remove name here. Should remove name here, and names, and I should say sex, and sex here, and salary also. This is the way that we use a formal string interpolation or format string in C# programming language. Okay, and I should say salary also. Okay, now you finish to declare data, to make the prompt and read data, and the first finally we output detail data that we input from the user here. I can say output data. Okay, and in this section input data. Okay, for user. Okay. Okay, now this is simple way to easy to make input and output. Okay, with the data. Okay, now let's try to save and run the code again. Okay, you can see this prompt, and I can say id 1, and first you can say your name, your sex, and your salary should be here. Okay. Okay, when I press enter, okay, say so detail as id, name, sex, and salary. Okay, this is firstly that we use console output with this application. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. We will learn more about C#, fundamental of C# programming language. Okay, thank you. Please, if you like, please subscribe and like video, and share to others, please. Thank you.